What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the box office for this weekend, where Blumhouse had The Black Phone 2 open in theaters, and it did very, very well, surprisingly well for Blumhouse. Now, the reviews for this film are pretty good. I mean, they're nothing crazy good, but they are pretty good. I think it has a B cinema score, I think is what I saw, which for a horror movie, that's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good for a horror movie. To get, especially Blumhouse, and I'm excited to see it. Hopefully going to be seeing it soon, doing a review, obviously. And I enjoyed the first one. I enjoyed it a lot. It's one of Blumhouse's best films. And so I think that's what you're kind of seeing in the opening weekend right here. A lot of people really enjoyed the first film, and they showed up for it. Now, this is like exactly the opposite of what Megan 2.0 did earlier this year, where Megan 2.0 completely bombed. Right? Just completely bombed, and I mean, it was like, it couldn't even get back to the first film's opening weekend in its entire run. Like, it was that bad. So this one doing about $27 million this weekend, that is really, really good. It says 26.5 here, but the actuals came out today, and it is actually at 27.3. So it is doing, that's very, very well. It's above where I projected it at. And I think that overall, that's a really great opening that Blumhouse should be very satisfied with. However, Tron Ares is a completely different story. It opened last weekend, and it did not do very well. It highly underperformed with just about $33 million in its opening weekend. That was even lower than Tron Legacy, which came out about 15 years ago in 2010, and that's unadjusted for inflation. So that it's that bad, yeah. So that is just an awful opening weekend for Tron, and the reviews were decent. The critics were hammering this thing all over the place. This thing was at like 52%, I think, last time I checked, from the critics. And then the audience, it's in the 80s, so it's respectable, but it's nothing great. Me and my dad have a review on that. You can check that out. We loved it. We definitely recommend it. The visuals are insane. If you're going to see it in the theater. There's no point in waiting until, streaming. For this to come out on streaming, there's no point in waiting at all, because it's literally just spectacle, and you want to see it on the biggest screen possible. So there's that. But it dropped 67% in its second weekend. Man, it is actually crazy how often you get to use the number 67. Like, it's crazy, guys. It's just crazy. But it did drop 67% in its second weekend. It is up to $54 million overall. It's not good. That's not good at all. Any film dropping that much from weekend 1 to weekend 2 is not good, but especially because it didn't do that well on its opening weekend to begin with is just awful. So not a great second weekend for Tron Ares. It did get over $100 million globally, though, but we'll see if it breaks even. I don't think it'll break even. I think it has like a $150 million budget, $120 million budget, somewhere in there. So it might break even. It's going to probably get close, but I don't know if it will be able to. If it keeps dropping like this, it certainly won't. But yeah, we'll see what happens next weekend for Tron Ares. All right, at number 3, we have a new one, Good Fortune, which did $6.1 million in its opening weekend. A pretty good opening for that one. At number 4, we have One Battle After Another with $3.8 million, down 43% in its fourth weekend. That film's up to $61 million in its domestic run. At number 5, we have Roofman, which did $3.7 million, down 54% in its second weekend. That film's up to $15 million overall. At number 6, we have a new one, Truth and Treason, which did $2.6 million from Angel Studios in its opening weekend. At number 7, we have Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, which did $1.7 million, down 49% in its fourth weekend, and it is up to $30 million domestically. At number 8, The Conjuring Last Rites did $1.6 million, down 49% in its seventh weekend. That film's up to $175 million. Warner Bros. Is very proud of that movie. Number 9, we have After the Hunt, which did $1.5 million in its wide release weekend. At number 10, we have Soul on Fire, which did $1.3 million, down 53% in its second weekend. As for next weekend, there is literally nothing coming out next weekend that is worth, predicting at the box office. They will probably all be sub 5 million. Maybe Regretting You can get Above 5 million, we'll see, but it's not getting too much higher past that. So nothing really next weekend to talk about, so that's going to be it for this weekend. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below your thoughts on the Black Phone 2. Have you seen it? Do you like it? And I will see you guys next time.